Hello everybody and welcome to today's installment of Worldbox, I guess free for all. This time I went a bit for a wider map so it isn't as well done and detailed as it usually is. You'll just have to live with it since I was too lazy to go into super much detail. And yes, Australia looks like an ugly cat and the zooming is a bit too harsh in the beginning. But you could see I tried at least a little bit to get some rivers in and etc. So here we are, this is our map, let's get into it. Now, in the beginning, I'm just going to tell you quickly what I will put in the map. Put South America, North America. Then we added Africa, Europe, a lot of little small nations which usually don't make the cut. I just try to stay kind of true to the location. So we have Norway or Laos, for example. Our first death already in China is confirmed. In the beginning, a lot of nations will die super quick. Canada just gone. Tanzania just gone. It's a super fast start. Who else is gone? Well, that's like Argentina just disappeared. Iraq is going to disappear soon as well, I think. Laos down to 1 population. Can they come back? Who knows? Then we have their first colonies already happening. Egypt tried to settle South America. Not a smart side here. Poland just died. Rest in peace, Poland. And Norway. So France is the last European, apart from the UK, which I weirdly enough couldn't place in England. And then we just lost Nigeria, by the way. Was it Nigeria? Not sure. I think so. UK, I couldn't place them in England. They wouldn't settle there, so I just went for Ireland. You'll just have to do with it. Mongolia already growing to incredible size, as well as Brazil and France. France trying to settle near to Mongolia. I feel like that's not the smartest idea. Laos still at the brink of collapse. If you look at the Americas, over there you probably see the Battle of North America. Not only North, it's between Brazil and USA who is going to become the dominant power. Then over in Asia we lost Laos. India can expand finally, but is it too late since Mongolia already is massive? Meanwhile, South Africa and Egypt both are expanding quite massively. I feel since I already played this, I can't really tell you what's going to happen. India getting decimated right now. Mongolia was their second settlement. Brazil was their second settlement, looking pretty nice. India close to collapse. If you look at the bottom right, Australia is doing very well. They are on 40 population for their tiny island, but issue is island nations don't handle very well this game. Egypt trying to get a second city, but it's hard. It's really hard. Brazil still going for the second settlement. Looking pretty nice. This Rabarsk, interesting name. Mongolia having again a super good position. India is going to disappear soon. They won't be able to hold on. Yep, India's gone. That leaves Asia open for possibly Australia or Mongolia or I guess Egypt. But we'll see who is going to become the dominant power in Eurasia. Meanwhile, we have the growth of South Africa and Egypt, both very states with big concurrents. They're having big wars once in a while. Right now, if you look at it, South Africa having the worst of this war. Oh, they're getting decimated, but they still live. Mongolia going for India. Smart move, very smart move. With their city, they might be able to hold it. Brazil and USA fighting some big wars as well. Those two are in big concurrence. It's going to decide the winner of the Americas. Australia trying to settle in Laos, but yeah, good luck with that. Brazil and USA having big battles. USA trying to settle Africa, interesting. France losing their settlement in Russia. Well, that's to be expected, to be honest. Mongolia now going for a third settlement. Now Mongolia seems pretty unstoppable in Asia, to be honest. But we'll see if they can establish colonies there. Yeah, the Nigeria died. Egypt trying it again. This time it was a bit more safe location. The USA and Brazil still super close. That's interesting. Who is going to come out on top? What do you think? Both at very similar size and strength. Now there's a massive war going on in this instant. Brazil and USA going at it. Crazy war. USA having the worst of that one. Brazil still has a massive population advantage. Now, Mongolia going for Russia. Can Mongolia become super OP? Right now, they still seem stoppable, but not much longer. I feel like France or Egypt would have to soon settle, but Egypt is still fully engulfed in its South Africa war. Oh, right now the US having a massive offensive in Brazil. Brazil turning it back. Brazil going absolutely ham. That could be the end for the USA. Or down to 12 population. It's shrinking super fast. USA lost the second settlement and is gone. There you have it. The winner of America is officially Brazil. Out of, I think, 6 starting populations, Brazil's the winner. Africa hasn't decided yet, but it looks like Egypt has a good chance. Europe is decided by France, but, well, Eurasia is a bit more of the big theater. Question is, can Mongolia expand? Can Pebekona hold out? I'm not sure, really not sure. There we have our second recording, since it was too late. They want to have a bit too big data, but it doesn't matter. Egypt, interestingly, going after Canada. I feel like that's a bad year. UK, just staying alive with their 544 population. Australia doing well as... Yeah, they seem unkillable down there, but, well, they're not going to expand as well. It's a big issue. Nobody in the Arabic Peninsula. Egypt might settle there. South Africa and Egypt now having some big wars. Egypt obviously having a big advantage, but South Africa is still battling pretty well, I have to say. Now they're going on offensive in Egypt. Their population gets reduced down quite a bit, but they survive for now. Meanwhile, Mongolia, absolutely dominating Asia, was like over 300 population. France barely on 100, Brazil barely on over 100. Mongolia seems like a very, very serious contender. I still love freaking Egyptian Canada. Not sure it's going to survive, but I mean, it's there. South Africa still getting attacked a lot by Egypt. Egypt needs to solidify its control over Africa. It needs to take out South Africa and colonize the whole thing to have a chance to then focus on other theaters. But right now they're just fully focused. Brazil, oddly enough, only one settlement. Oh yeah, and Canadian Egypt died. Wait, no, Egyptian Canada died. France just content with taking mainland Europe, not going after Norway, not going any second settlement anywhere close to Mongolia. Seems like a bad decision, to be honest. Yeah, so right now we have almost like continental winners. South Africa is not dead yet, but Egypt will very likely take them out. Brazil going for the second North American settlement, so Brazil will do well as well. Australia, obviously, yeah, there's no real contention there. Mongolia winning the second continent this time again, and probably would win the whole game in the long term. Possibly Egypt. No, Brazil won't be stopped, but like I said, islands don't really interact very well. France and Mongolia in the occasional war, but France still holding its own very well. South Africa and Egypt a little bit in standstill. Yeah. So right now it's a bit of a stalemate. A lot of wars going on between Egypt and South Africa. These are two main rivals. Egypt has to pay a lot of attention that Mongolia doesn't go after them too harshly. Right now they're focused a bit more on France, but if Mongolia goes after Egypt, that might be a massive issue. Meanwhile, Brazil and Australia just chilling. And the UK, down to 3 population. Back to 4 population. UK just having a blast. Brazil slowly taking up all of the land of North America. Well, they won't be stopped in North America. There's just no way. Nobody can get through now anymore. Nobody in the Galapagos Islands, though. I'm just seeing a lot of humans in the ocean as well. Where are they all going? So France and Egypt still chilling. South Africa slowly seems defeated, down to 20 population. Egypt overall on like 130 or 140 now. Yeah, the winner in Africa seems super clear. Yeah, but Mongolia would very likely win this whole game by population, or will win this game. Yeah. Well, I hope you're enjoying this time lapse, to be honest. And now, for time reasons, we're going to look at the final map. Here we have Egypt, its full size, South Africa, Australia. Actually, they've squished quite a lot on that island. Mongolia, massive, with 4 major cities. France holding all of Europe. The UK just chilling. Egypt, like I said, looks powerful. Brazil, very powerful. And here we have the top nations. We have Mongolia, Brazil, Egypt, France, Australia, and South Africa. And the very end, we have the UK. Well, thank you for watching. Have a nice and bye.
Duh.